presentation of the ACC Network, an exclusive production of Raycom Sports.
As conference play spins into week 2, matchups begin heating up. Today, 2 of the more explosive teams face off in Clemson as the number 25 Tigers battle the high-flying Cardinals from Louisville. So sit back and buckle up as we tip off the second week of the 2018 season with a rumble in Little John, right here on the ACC Network. Seems like it's cold just about everywhere, but the locals are coming in to watch a red-hot team. The Clemson Tigers have won 9 in a row. Deng Adele and the Louisville Cardinals hope to get in the way of that, while Dante Grantham and company look to continue to try to find ways to win as they have so far in 2017 and 18. It's Louisville and Clemson, a couple of teams each looking to stay unblemished so far in ACC play. And hi, friends, and welcome aboard, along with Dan Bonner, Pete Hannity with you. So a week ago, here in Little John, Clemson got a victory that put them into the top 25. Louisville thinks if they can get a win today, they'll do the same. Let's face it, Dan, the Clemson Tigers are the surprise so far in the ACC.
Pete, I don't think there's any question about that. They were picked to finish near the bottom of the ACC standings, but here we are, second week of the season starting there at the top, and I think a win today just legitimizes everything they've done.
That takes us to our Progressive Innovative Play. Our innovative play presented by Progressive Insurance, your first-round draft pick for car insurance. And Dan, it's about Clemson and what they've been doing offensively.
Clemson likes to get the ball inside. They sometimes drive it to the basket, but here you see the screen and roll situation occurs, and Mark Donnell sees the opening and takes it to the basket. People talk about the Tigers and their ability to shoot the three, but really the strength of this Clemson team is getting the ball inside. Here's another situation. Everybody from the defense is looking at the ball. Nobody is looking at the baseline. And the Clemson Tigers, as I say, very strong inside, but Anas Mahmoud, one of the leading shot blockers in the country, leads the ACC. Going to be a little bit more difficult for the Tigers to get it inside today.
He's among the top 5 in blocks in the land. Louisville as a team is number 2 in the nation. Each of these teams averaging close to 80 points a game. We expect that kind of battle today in Little John Coliseum. A battle of the Cardinals and the Clemson Tigers. A high noon shootout. And our tip-off is coming up next. Shelton Mitchell, the point guard in name, but they've got several guys who have distributed well this year. But Grantham off the feed. Active in front of the hoop. Inside it goes. Elijah Thomas just checked back in, but that was not part of the plan. Tigers now giving it up 4 times.
He was trying to hurry up and get the ball to the basket before Mahmoud showed up.
Reed. And the throwdown. Deng Adele just picked up his first. Louisville 3-team fouls. Clemson has 5 so far. Each of these teams likes to get it up and down the court, but has forced the other into slowing it down. DeVoe the find. Sims, the freshman, just checked in the finish.
Louisville was in his zone that time. Oh, wow.
Oh, trying to extend it to better than the 8-0 run they're on, but nothing doing that time out front for Snyder. Sims gets behind the Cards, and he finishes underneath. Geico presents the play of the week. Last Saturday, number 9 Virginia had its hands full with Boston College, who was looking for another upset to go along with their win over top-ranked Duke earlier in December. But the Cavs' Ty Jerome saved the day, hit a big 3 with about 4 minutes left to give the Hoos the lead for good. The sophomore finished with a career-high 31 points as Virginia beat the Eagles 59-58. And that's our Geico play of the week. We welcome you into the Hardee's Halftime Report, introducing the $5 All-Star Meal. There's no better way to spend $5. Only at Hardee's. 23 all is our score. Louisville in the number number 25 Clemson Tigers. Here in Little John Coliseum, and along with Dan Bonner, Pete Hannity back with you. Well, let's face it, the low score is something we didn't expect. The defense is in Louisville among the national leaders in block shots, and they've got a guy who's been doing some good work inside.
The interesting thing about it is Anas Mahmoud, who comes in as the leading shot blocker in the ACC and number 4 in the country, he actually was not credited with a blocked shot in the first half, but his presence contesting shots, forcing people to put a little bit more arc on than they're interested in, I thought was a big factor in this game. One after another, we went through a stretch of 5 or 6 possessions where they were trying to shoot the ball over Mahmoud, where the Clemson Tigers, and they had no luck at all.
And too often we think about block shots, but affecting shots is very critical for a guy like him.
Absolutely, and just his mere presence in there, I thought, really bolstered the Louisville defense. Louisville started very slowly on offense, but they picked it up toward the end of the half. They went on that 8-2 run in the last couple of minutes of the half. Clemson has really struggled. They're 1 for 11 from beyond the arc. The saving grace for the Tigers so far, at least early, was their ability to force turnover.
Well, let us give you a look at the other action on the second full Saturday in the ACC. They're at the break in Blacksburg. They've got a tight game going on there. And number 12, North Carolina, coming up against number 8, Virginia. That's going to be a huge game in Charlottesville. In Syracuse, Notre Dame pays a visit. 3:15 is the Eastern Time tip there. At 4 o'clock, Boston College off that heartbreaker against Clemson plays host to Wake Forest. Georgia Tech outside of the league playing an Ivy League foe, the Yale Eli's. And number 2, Duke, goes just down the road to Raleigh to take on NC State. Now the Clemson Tigers this year 11-0 when leading at the half, 2-1 when trailing. They haven't played a game which they've been tied at the break, but that's where they are now.
Places.
23 all tie here at halftime in Little John Coliseum. Number 25 Clemson and the Louisville Cardinals. Well, the Clemson Tigers right up there atop the standings early on. How the media had such a different view of this Tiger team coming into the season.
Pete, one of the things that you can be certain of when it's that preseason poll is it's never right.
Well, you know, we are members of the media, I think, and I think I voted in that poll. I'm not so sure what my actual one looked like. I think they got Louisville right.
I think you probably voted Clemson number 1 or 2.
One never knows. One never knows.
That's the preseason poll. They're an awful lot of fun because everybody's excited about college basketball, and so it's fun to do that. But once we actually start playing the games, then teams have to make baskets. They've got to get rebounds, and the Clemson Tigers have really had a nice non-conference season, a great start in conference play, and they've certainly got an opportunity in this game today. It's tied at halftime against a very, very good Louisville team.
One thing I know, they're still counting votes for some hanging chads, trying to get through that issue. Coming up Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, some of you will see Jerome Robinson and the BC Eagles face off against Joel Berry and number 12, North Carolina. Others will get to see the Syracuse Orange take the road to Charlottesville. They take on the number 8 Virginia Cavaliers. With the ACC Network TV game schedule, visit ACCnetwork.tv. And remember that select ACC Network games are streamed live for free on the official ACC mobile app. Well, the Louisville Cardinals this season are 1-0 when they're tied at the break. They're trying to pick up a road win here in Clemson. Cardinals playing the patient game and playing it quite well, I think, based on if you watch some of their games this year, they like to get it up and down, and there's Adele.
Well, they have finally found a rhythm on offense, and I think it helped them going inside to Spalding and Mahmoud. That sort of settled everybody down.
Tigers under 30% for the field, but Grantham makes that one 100% of the time. 7-footer on Reed. He lines up at 6'3", but he can knock him down with the best. And a timeout is called by David Padgett. He has seen his team have their lead that was close to a half dozen in this second half go away. Clemson back in front 35-32. Throwing it down, Dante Grantham style. Tigers trying for a 14th win in their 15th game on the season.
Cause if Grantham could get going a little bit, particularly from the perimeter.
He had 11 against the Cardinals a year ago, but relatively quiet so far, but not that guy. 39% beyond the arc, Marquise Reed, and he's built his point total out to 15. It's really been a signature there throughout the season. DeVoe, shot clock under 10. Another turnover.
And that allows Louisville to get out and run.
And the flush by Dang Adele and Brad Brownell. Snyder might have waited long enough.
He's going to go.
Snyder for the win. Overtime here in Little John Coliseum. It'll be the first overtime ball game for either team this season, and it comes early on in ACC play. Great defensive stop.
They make a great defensive stop, and then Thomas just wants to get rid of the ball. You know, you don't have to be in that big a panic. Nice job by Louisville. And again, Louisville had a timeout, which they didn't want to let Clemson set the defense, but I think it's possible that Snyder waited too long to get going.
We told you to buckle up at the start. Hope you're still fastened in. We've got the OT just ahead.
DeVoe has done a nice job staying in front of DeVoe for the most part.
Another pickpocket by Reed. Goes around King.
Wow.
Spalding 14 in the game, came in averaging about 11. Grantham. Thomas over in the corner for DeVoe. And Gabe DeVoe. That's what they're used to seeing this season out of the senior from Shelby, North Carolina. Tigers by 5.
Well, you have to have confidence.
Well, you could tell, though, in hearing him talk yesterday, he had significant added concern coming into what was a tight battle, but for the first time this season, Clemson picks up a victory, won in overtime. This one, 74-69.
This is ACC basketball, an intense, hard-fought game. Nice job by Clemson to pull it out at the end.
Well, the Clemson Tigers continue their best start in a long time and get to 3-0 in the ACC. Friends, for highlights and must-see moments from this game and others, check out theacc.com. Our next telecast on most of these ACC network stations, Tuesday, 8 o'clock Eastern, either Boston College at North Carolina or Syracuse at Virginia. Been a real pleasure today, Dan, sitting alongside of you. And alongside of Dan Bonner, Pete Hannity saying so long. You've been watching coverage of Atlantic Coast Conference basketball on the ACC network, an exclusive production of Raycom Sports.